What's going on, the Winners Win podcast? Your boy Luso 2.0, the copy got himself. And today we're going to talk about an important factor not to neglect when you're planning for your financial future. But before we get started with this episode, if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to this channel. Definitely click that subscribe button and like and share this video and comment below. And if you listen to any podcast platform, please 5-star reviews and leave a review below as well, because I love to read your reviews. But before that, I like to do a little recap of everything pretty much going on. And since we're talking about financial planning, I just want to sit here and pat myself on the back because, for one, I was a person that never really saved money. I would always just think in my mind, okay, I'm gonna just get it back. I'm gonna just get it back. I'm just get it back. I would never try to find ways to actually save money and put money aside to then invest in other things, because I truly am a believer in you don't just need money saved and stacked up. I think you need to invest the money, but I do believe that you should have some, a few grand put aside just for emergencies, and then really just, other than that, invest your money. And I really didn't think of that at first. Like, I really wasn't thinking of that. And now I'm thinking, okay, cool. This is something that you definitely need to, this is something that definitely needs to be done. So now what I'm doing is trying to figure out how to do that. So that's actually been pretty good now, because like I said, I've been saving up some good amount of money. So that's been going great for me so far. Next, as far as my business goes, I actually have my publisher reach out to me and say that she's, chapter one's done, introduction is done as well. I just need to find some names for these chapters. So if you know anybody that is a reader, just wants to read a chapter of the book and just try to figure, after reading one chapter of the book, try to decide a good name for it, that would be pretty much amazing, because I do need some type of feedback on that and how to pretty much get a different name for these books. For these chapters, because that's something that I definitely need as well to continue to go on with my craft. But I am excited though. 2023 is about to be one hell of a year, and my boy said it. We put together some financial plan. You need to, and I talked about this before in other episodes, you need to find friends you can win with. Now, I'm not saying that you don't have to have friends. Let me finish this ISO. Now, I'm not saying you can't have friends that are going down different paths. I didn't say that. All my friends aren't entrepreneurs. You don't have to have that. We need regular employees in life too. We need police officers. We need truck drivers. We need coaches, retail consultants. We need tech people. We need insurance agents. We need all these different jobs, because if there wasn't these other different jobs, there'd be no entrepreneurs. And entrepreneurs wouldn't be in style. Now, do I want it where even myself, where I work at, don't work at the rest of my life? No, but I'm saying we do need more options. And it's not just all about it's not all about just hanging out with people that do that stuff, but you do need to have some type of people that can push you as well, or at least are motivated. So if you do have a police officer, okay, cool, what is he doing to try to maybe get that sergeant rank, maybe to be that undercover detective? If you have that sales associate, what is he doing to try to become the manager, become the district manager? If you have insurance agent, what is he doing to try to get the top of his agency, maybe make his own practice or whatever? You should always try to figure out, you should hang out with other people that are trying to level up, but I'm not saying they all have to be entrepreneurs and don't all have to do the same thing, such as myself, right? I'm in the copyright marketing, and then I also do my public speaking. My friends aren't doing those things, but yet we're still friends, because we're helping each other at the end of the day. We're helping each other plan, get together and do goal setting and stuff like that. All that stuff is very important, because now that we're older, it's not just about coming together and talking about girls. We could talk about women all the time. We could talk about females all the time. It's not coming together. And sometimes it's just coming together to talk about basketball, but it's about how can we improve basketball. It's all about positivity. And I only hang around positive people, positive guys, because that's the way we got pushed though. But I want to talk about the number one thing not to forget when calculating or when financial planning, especially for entrepreneurs. For entrepreneurs, or if you're putting your money in 401k, IRA, whatever stuff like that, right? Is to never forget about including taxes. Never forget about including taxes in your financial planning. Why? I'm going to give you I'm going to actually show you an example of why you don't want to do it. So I know you probably heard this before, right? Let's say something, we call it compounding, right? Compounding is when something is moving up on an exponential rate. So let's say you're putting yourself in some type of IRA, maybe thing that doubles every single year, right? So it has a return of, what's that? What's that, like a increase of what? 100% basically, because it doubles every single year. So year one, you start $1. Okay. Year two, you've then doubled it to $2. Then, or no, in year one, you double $1 and $2. Then year two, you double 2 to 4. Year three, 4 to 8. Year four, 16. Year five, 32. Now, how much money do you believe that you'll be at by year 20? And I'm giving you a chance to guess real quick. Because, it was not what I thought it was. I'm not going to lie. Well, actually, no. This one, I kind of got an idea because I swear I heard it before, right? But you will actually be at $1,048,576 after 20 years. If it just compound and double every single time. So if I start right now at 25, by the time I'm 45, I can have $1 million. When I'm financial planning, like, that's good money, right? I put it in some type of thing or interest rate thing that's kind of doing it, right? That's my gross profit from putting it into some type of account that doubles exponentially or compounds exponentially, like doubles, right? So now let's say we calculate in tax in it. So let's say tax is 33%. Guess how much money you take home. Now, this is the one that surprised me. If you say $750,000, because that's 30% or whatever, it seemed like around 30%, right? $750, wrong. Try again. 500,000, wrong. I'm gonna tell you what it is. You actually hear me out, take in a little over $28,000. Without calculating tax, you were almost missing out on a difference of over $1 million. And that's not federal tax. It's not even including state taxes. Because with 33%, right, the $1 then turns to 70 something cents. Then you compound that. There's and then you take the 30% of that, 30% of that. So each year you're taking over 33%. You were literally missing out on almost $1 million. So this is why it's very important to then calculate taxes when you're doing your financial planning. Because even with your business, my boy always tell me, listen, whenever I do my business, I always put money aside for taxes because they will get you. The one thing about the IRS is they're going to find a way to get you. They're going to try to get you for the taxes that you did not pay, and you're going to end up owing them a lot more money. And then it can even cause you to go bankrupt. Kevin Hart, they were actually interviewing him on one of the motivational videos or YouTube's channels that I was actually listening to or watching. And when they were interviewing him, they were talking about how he made $500,000 for first whatever deal he had. He ended up buying his mom a house, started getting a car, all that stuff, right? Then by the time the year came, they were like, okay, Kevin, you got to pay your taxes now. Or like, we need money. Like, you're bankrupt now. He's like, whoa, how am I broke? How am I bankrupt? Because he forgot to pay taxes and he didn't even have the money to pay the taxes at the end of the year. He thought they would just take it out, kind of like a 9 to 5. No, you have to calculate that yourself. So when you're financial planning, never forget taxes. Now, that's really all I have for you guys today. I want you guys to please keep killing the dance. Remember, you pray for success like this. 2.0 out.